Daniel chapter 8. Bishanata Thaloth. So it returns to Hebrew here. Bishanata Thaloth le Malakut Bel Shathar HaMelech. In the 3rd year for the kingdom of Belshazzar the king. Hazon Nirha Elai. A vision appeared to me. Ani Daniel. I am Daniel. Achare Hanirha Elai. But the Hillah, after the vision to me, or the appearance to me, in the beginning. Wahirha behazon, and I saw in the vision, Wayahya birhoti, and it was in my seeing, Wa ani bishushan habira, I was in Shushan the palace or citadel, at Elam Hamadina, which is in Elam the province. Wahirha behazon, and I saw in the vision, Wahani hayiti alahu val ulai, and I was upon the river Ulai. Waesha enai, and I lifted up my eyes. Wahirha, and I saw, Wahine haile ehad, and behold, one ram, Omed lifne hauval, standing before the river, Walo Qaranaim, and for it 2 horns, that is, it had 2 horns. Wahaqaranaim Gavohot, and the horns were high. Waha ehad Gavoha minahathenit, and the first was higher more than the second. Wahagavoha, and Wahagavoha Ola Baharona. Sorry. And the one was higher more than the second. And the higher one came up in the last, or later. Raiti etahail, manageh yama, wathapona, wa negba. And I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward. And every beast was not standing before it. And there was not a deliverer from his hand. And he effectuated according to his pleasure, and he magnified himself. Or he did great things. Wahani hayiti mevin, and I was considering. Wahinne thpir ha'ezim, and behold, a goat of the ewes, a he-goat of the ewes, bah min hamaghrab, coming from the setting of the sun, the west. Alpne kol ha'arsh, across the face of all the land, and he was not touching upon the land. And the he-goat, Qern hazut, an apparent horn, ben enau, between its eyes. Wayavo adhail, and it came as far as the ram, Baal Haqqaranaim, the Lord of the 2 horns. Atararaiti omed lipne hauval, which I saw standing before the river. Wayarash Eliu, Bahamata Koho, and he ran to him in the wrath of his strength. urahitiu, and I saw him, magi' el approaching beside the ram, Wayitmarmar Eliu, and he angered himself to it. Wayaka etahail, and he struck the ram. Wayishabber min eta Wayishabber etashite karanau, and he broke the two of its horns. Walohayakoh bahail, and there was not strength before in the ram. There was not strength in the ram. La'amod lepano, to stand before him. Wayashlichehu arshah, and he threw him to the ground. Wayermasehu, and he trampled him. Ulohaya mathil lahail, and there was no deliverer for the ram, miyado, from his hand. Uthapiraha Izim, and the he-goat of the ewes, Higdila al Adamahord, made great unto excess. Uka Othamor, and like his strength, Nishabira Hakarna Hagadola, and when he was in strength, the great horn was broken. What ta'alerna hazut araba tahaterha, and four prominent ones came up in its place. La araba ruhot hashamayim, to the four winds of the skies. Waminaha ahat mehem, and from the one of them, Yashakaran ehad Hathaira, came out one horn, a small one. Watigadala yeter, and it grew great excessively. Elahan nagab, wa elaham mizarah, wa elahathurbi, to the south and to the east and to the glorious land. Watigadala ala Shabah Hashamayim, and he became great unto the host of the skies. Watapila Arashah Minahashaba wa Minahakokabim Watirmasem, and he caused to fall to the earth from the host and from the stars, and he trampled them. Wa'adashar Hashaba Higdil, and unto the prince of the host he made great. Wamimenu Huram Hatamid, and from him he raised away, or took away, from him was taken away the continual, Wuhushalach, and it was thrown down, Mukona Miqadashi, and the dwelling of his holy place was thrown down, or the foundation of his holy place was thrown down. Wishaba Tinatena al-Hatamid, and the host was given upon the continual, Bapasha, because of transgression, or by transgression, literally in transgression. Watashalekal emet arsha, and he threw truth to the ground. Wa'ashata wahathaliha, and he effectuated and he prospered. Wa'eshma'a ehadqadosh medaber, and I heard one holy one saying, Wayomer ehad kadosh la palamoni Hamadaber. And one Holy One said to such and such, saying to me, such and such the speaker, Adamatai hehazon hatamid wahapesha shomem. Until when is the vision of the continual and the transgression desolate? The transgression of being desolate? Tet Kodesh Wishaba Miramas. Given and the sanctuary and the host, the giving and the sanctuary and the host to be trampled? Why Yohmer Helai? And he said to me, Ada Gharb Bokar Alapaim Uthaloth Mehot. And he said to me, until evening, morning, 2,300 were Nithadak Kodesh. And the holiness or sanctuary shall be made right, justified. Wayahi birahoti. And it was in my seeing, Ani Daniel, I am Daniel, et hehazon, the vision. And it was in my seeing the vision, wahavakasha bina, and I would seek understanding. Wahine omed lenegdi, and behold, standing before me, kamarahe gaber, like the appearance of a man. Waheshma kolahadam benahulai, and I heard the voice of a man between the river. Wayikra wayohmar, and he called and he said, Gabriel, Gabriel, havenel halaz et hamarhe. Make to understand to this one the vision. Make this one understand the vision. Wayavoh ethel omadi, and he came beside my standing. Ubavoho never atti, and in his coming I was terrified, startled. Wahepala alapanai, and I fell upon my faces. Wayomeraheli, and he said to me, Havena benahadam, Havena benahadam, understand thou, son of the Adam, Kila etqesh hehazon, for it is for the end time. The vision is for the end time. Ubadabbaro emmo, and in his wording with me, Niradamati alapanai arta. I fell asleep upon my face to the ground. Wayigabi, and he touched me. Wayamideni ala omadi, and he set me upon my standing. Wayohmarahinani modi aka, and he said, Behold me, making thee to know. Et atarayihya ba'acharita haza'am, what shall be in the aftertime of the indignation. Ki lemo'ed qesh, for it is for the time of the end. Ha'hail athara ra'ita ba'al haqqaranaim, malakhe ma'dai waparas. The ram which thou sawest, the Lord of the two horns, the kings of Madai, that's Media, and Paras, Persia. Hathafir Hashair Melekayawan, and the he-goat, the hairy one, is the king of Greece. وهالقرن هالجدولا, and the great horn at the Rebena Einau, which is between his eyes. Hu HaMelech HaRishon, he is the first king. وهالنشبرت, and the thing broken. وتعمدنا أربعة تحتها, and stood and four stood in its place. أربع ملكوت, four kingdoms. مقوية يعمدنا, from a nation shall stand. وَلَوْهَ بَكُوهُ, but not in its strength. وَبَأَخَرِيتَ مَلَكُوتَهُمْ, and in the latter time of their kingdom. كَهَاتِمْ HaPoshaim, in the completion of the transgressors. يَعْمُدْ مَلَكَ عَزَّپَانِيم, a king strong of faces shall stand. وَمَيْبِينَ حِيدُوتْ, and knowing of riddles. وَآثَمَكُوهُ وَلَوْهَ بَكُوهُ, and his strength shall be strong, and not by his strength. وَنِپْلَاهُتْ يَشَهِيتْ وَهِثَلِيهْ وَآشَى, and wondrous things he shall destroy, or he shall destroy wondrously, and he shall prosper, and he shall effectuate. وَهِشَهِيتْ أَثُومِيم وَعَمَّقَدوشِيم, and he shall corrupt or destroy strong ones and the people of the holy ones. وَعَلَى شِكْلُهُ, and according to his insight. وَهِثْلِيهْ مِرَمَى, and he shall make deception prosper beyado. He shall make deception prosper in his hand. وَبِلَبَابُ يَغْدِيلْ, and in his heart he shall magnify. وَبِشَلَوَى يَشَهِيتَ رَبِّيم, and in ease he shall destroy many. وَعَلَى شَرِّ شَرِّيم يَعْمُدْ, and against the prince of the princes he shall stand. وَبِإِبْسَ يَدْ يَشَابِرْ, and without a hand he shall be broken. وَمَرْهِ هَغَرْب وَهَبُّقْر أَتَرَ نِهْمَرْ أَمَتَهُ, and the vision of the evenings and the mornings, which was told, it is true. وَحَتَّى شِتُمْ هِحَازُونَ, and now seal the vision. كِي لَيَامِيمْ رَبِّيمْ, for it is for many days. وَهَنِي دَانِيَلْ نِهِيَتِي وَنِحْلَيْتِي, and I, Daniel, was and I was sick. Yamim Yamim, days. And I, Daniel, was done and was sick days. Wahaqum, and I arose. Wa'isha et malakat hamalak, and I effectuated the work of the king. Wa'ishtomim ala hamarah, and I was appalled upon the vision. Wehen mevin, and there was no one making to understand.